get a meal quicker, deal bigger. And I ain't even signed a deal, nigga, deal with her. She catch dick like a goalie, but here's the real quicker. Get you smoked like a swisher. Been on some soft shit lately, feel like I'm losing myself. Back up my bullshit, pay me, or I do it myself. It's crazy when you have to be a boss and work for yourself. I can move a pack, break your shit.
International talent, DJ. I'm here with
Sire Thug,
Al.
Jeezy, we here.
Yeah, let us know a little bit about you.
So I'm an artist. I consider myself. It's crazy because my journey started a little different. I was like a lyricist, punchline, stuff like that, and then I started to grow and mesh with the mainstream music and stuff like that, and see what the people like and hear. But I still throw my little flavor into it. I'm a person who likes to do music. Like, I feel music passionately, and these just not words on the paper.
But elaborate on what you were saying the first time.
So like, I was just, because the people I used to listen to was more like Jada, Kiss, Nas, like J. Cole, stuff like that. Their music always had substance. It would like help me. Sometimes when I was going through certain things, they would say certain things that would empower me. So I would want to do that same thing for other people at the same time. You know, the person I've always been to, I mesh with a lot of different crowds. So I deal with a lot of different personalities, and I'm into a lot of different things. So when you see me, your first impression could be very vivid if you don't know me. So that's why I feel like I could branch off and do different kind of genres of music and then be creative and be myself.
So what you think people's first impression of you is?
That's crazy, because I really don't know. When it comes to the females, they think I got a kid and I'm 30, but...
And how old are you?
I'm only 21.
Do you have any kids?
Not at all.
And that's what they think?
All the time.
Okay, so what makes them think that?
A lot, because I got an old soul. So I'm goofy, if you know me enough. But it's just like, I guess the way I carry myself. I'm goofy, but I still move with a lot of wisdom at the same time. I've seen a lot. I don't know everything, but I know majority of a couple things. But I'd say people's first impression is like, I'm a vibe.
Okay. So what's the first impression you're trying to give off?
It's crazy because nobody really asked me that. That's a great question, for real. The first impression, I would have to say like, he gonna be in the game a long time. He not a hit and wonder. I want them to think that off my first song, no matter what genre it is, no matter if it's like, cause like people hear the music but don't know what happens behind the scenes in the studio, putting everything together. I done spent an 8-hour session on one song, and not even been mad about it after, because it was like I put my all into it. So it was like, when I want people to be like, yeah, he's gonna be around a long time.
Okay. So what you gonna bring to the table?
I'm gonna bring to the table?
Wait, what are you gonna bring to the table that nobody else bring to the table? Because everybody should say what they bring to the table. What's gonna make you stand out? What's gonna make Sire Thug be Sire Thug and not the next whoever? Because
the thing that's gonna make me different is when I get into the game and how I approach it. It won't only be just the music. I've always had a tenacity of like helping people, like, and always wanted to help other people and helping more people than I help myself. So that kind of makes my whole a little deeper. So, and that goes back to me even helping people with like lyrics, in terms of lyrics and music. Now I could do that with music and then do that on a financial way. That could be even better, because it's like that I feel good. You feel good, you play good. When you play good, they pay good. Okay. When you feel like you're entitled to certain things. Okay. Like, just because you could do this good, you do that good, doesn't mean you're entitled to everything. It's people that's working harder. So, and that was one of my problems growing up. So when I help people like that, like, don't be too big-headed. It's okay to grow and learn and take your time, let life happen, and just grow as an artist or in life in general.
Let me see.
Boom.
What do 6'8" Pirate mean?
So 6'8" is my block, and then the pirate represents me taking everything I want when I need it.
Yeah.
Music is also about reputation of self, so I feel like music is art. At the same time, since I'm an artist, I consider my body art, and every tattoo is a unique meaning of the journey that I'm taking. So this right here, it's a pirate with a 6'8" in the middle. You can't really see that, but you're gonna see it, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in front of a million fans. 6'8" is my block. The pirate stands for, you know what pirates do, they take everything, in other words, you know, and they run the seas as well. Everybody know that they run the great ocean.
since I'm a rapper, I got crazy flow, so I run this rap thing and I'm taking everything.
Okay. That's a new metaphor, pirate. I never heard that.
Is he
Nobody
a
say
pirate?
that, so that's something. You know, they be like, I'm a goat, I'm this, I'm that, pirate. Like, you never hear pirate, so that's good. What do you think has or can help you grow as an artist in music?
Don't get caught up in the waves and trends of what's popping currently, because music is like clothes. It's always changing. There's always new trends. So I feel like if you stay true to what you got going on, and eventually everybody's gonna rock with you. Because nobody's gonna believe in you more than you. So if you're not rocking with yourself, nobody's gonna rock with you. And then when I was watching Rhythm and Flow on Netflix with Cardi and everything like that, that's when I realized that it's a lot more to it. Like they were judging them on their performance styles and then I can't even talk in front of an interview without my ears getting hot. I work on that too.
Yeah. So who do you work with? Who's some of the people you work with?
In terms of like
Music.
I work with the greatest of all time, Bishy B.I. I probably haven't heard of him yet, but y'all about to. That's another thing too. I work with a lot of people. I got a lot of features that I shouldn't have had features. And then I got a lot of fire features too at the same time. Cause it'd be like, I just be trying to spread the love, spread the wealth. Like, cause I know a person's trash, or even if they trash, like I still see a little potential. Like they sound is different. I mean, I like they sound, but somebody else like they sound. And you throw my sound on there, who knows what we gonna have? Like so it's like almost in the kitchen, we cooking. Whatever you throw in the pot, flavor.
Also give respect to creativity, even if I don't like them. Like that's your style, that's your creativity, that's how you express yourself, that's fine, even if I don't like it. But creating a craft is dope. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do.
I respect that. I respect that a lot too, cause like even though everybody ain't rocking with you, they still be 100% in themselves. And not everybody got that. Cause sometimes I don't even got that. Sometimes I could doubt myself, like should I do this? Should I do that? So I be jealous sometimes towards people like that because they know what they want to do, they know what they got going on, no matter what.
Yeah, but who are some of the people that you do want to work with?
Taylor Swift, because I feel like
Come into it like you perform it.
Because I feel like coming where I come from, it's like to get a feature with Taylor Swift is kind of mainstream in terms of the music she making and her background. So it's like having a feature with Taylor Swift was like, yeah, I made it.
Yeah.
Because you don't you don't see a little baby on the feature with Taylor Swift or a Chief Keef, even though it probably could happen because they got the money. But it's like in terms of the music and the substance and the audience you singing to as well. So it was like I want the kids to listen to my music, the grandmothers, the nieces, the aunties, everything. So it's like I don't ever want to be just one level or one type of music.
Okay. So what's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
None. I don't even know no Taylor Swift songs.
So how you gonna say Taylor Swift in your doors?
That's the goal though. She don't know none of my songs, but she gonna know them when they go gold.
That's right.
So, I like him, man. Hey, Jesse.
Yeah, make sure
He know Taylor Swift
yourself,
song,
make
he
sure
just
you
funny.
under the mic, like remind yourself.
5 years. I think about this every day and I don't even know. That's besides music and everything. I don't even know. For real.
I mean, you got time to think, right? You still young.
It's
You're
like-
not 30 with kids. You 21 with no kids, so you still got time to think. It
It's
ain't
like-
nothing to rush.
It's like I could dream and it's like, but it's like you gotta put that foot forward too and like make sacrifices and I could only hope and dream, and.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might blow up this year, next year. Future blew up when he was like 28, 27. He was late age, so.
I think with all music, they don't give an age limit, right? But rap music, they give an age limit. It shouldn't be no age limit of rap music because people are still 50, whatever, and people are still running out getting their albums. Like Jay-Z, Nas, and all of them, like they still gonna run out and get their albums. So I think them putting an age limit on rap is a problem. How people rap is what needs to be measured. They don't put age limit on rock and roll. They don't put an age limit on
crazy.
That's us
That's
downing ourselves. Like, no.
It just be like the difference because like it's almost like a versus the old heads and the young heads. The old heads don't like how the young heads rap, and the young heads don't like how the old heads rap. I kind of like both. It's like because like it's the style of rap that has changed. Now it's like the fast, little older. You gotta give it up for the engineers too. Engineers, the MVPs of this generation. A lot of people don't be saying nothing. And that's why I feel like it's so much harder to find like real talent, because anybody could just hop in the studio and start rapping that.
And it's not your talent, it's who you know now.
This is something I agree with too. It's like you gotta move like a star before you are a star.
Well, you have to be a star to yourself before you could convince anybody else you a star. So moving like a star before you are a star that's not the concept. You have to be a star before you convince anybody else for you to be a star. So look at it that way. Like, it's not fake being a star, that's what I am. I just need to show y'all who I am.
Mm-hmm. It's gems. Yeah, it is. Not really.
Okay, anything? Any shout outs or anything?
I want to shout out me. I'm the big dog. Been doing this for a little while. Keep doing it. 10 toes in my yutters. Shout out to my boy Q. Shout out to my boy Deuce. I ain't got no special lady. Album last year. Album coming soon on that, yeah.
He get lit.
I'm just that guy.
Shout out to Mama Love. Shout out to the fam. Everybody, it's a lot of love, you know. Love, black love.